How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to our playthrough of the military campaign for Stronghold 3. Today we're on the 4th mission called The King is Dead.
We ran. Many men died that day. So many that I lost count. Eventually we found a village, and they helped us as much as they could. Word reached us that the king had been killed, slain by the Jackal's men in his own castle. I comforted Lady Catherine as best I could, knowing that she must be protected. She was the heir to the throne, our best hope for peace. And yet, there was no time to rest. The people of the village needed our help.
The villagers here are scared, cowed into submission by the enemy, and now by the devastating news of the king's death. Rebuild their hopes, attack and destroy the small outpost that the Jackal's men have constructed at the head of the valley.
Okay, we're going to be playing it on the hardest difficulty, of course. Let's get started.
Place your stockpile, my lord.
Okay, stockpile.
Site your granary, sire.
I'm going to be putting the granary over in this area. Maybe get a couple of farms up and going first before I focus more on the wood production.
The land hereabouts is suitable for pigs, my liege. Providing our peasants with some meat would help increase our popularity. Sire, the men are in shock at the devastating news of the king's death. You must give them hope, my liege. Perhaps if our future queen were to stand atop that small enemy fort, then that would count for something.
Yeah, so the objective in this mission, if I can use the map, need to capture this keep up here. Not that hard. There are not that many defenses around it, but this, I think, is going to be the first actual siege that we played through in Stronghold 3. Yeah, the mini-map is really terrible. I don't know what to say. It's just a very bad mini-map. You can click it, but you can't drag it. Look, I can't move around by dragging. I can't move the camera around by dragging the mini-map. Just small things like that can really make a difference in terms of the player experience. So, this is a bit of a slow start, I'll admit. But we have a couple of wood camps and 2 farms. There's really some nice dynamic lighting going on for the buildings in here, and I seem to remember in Stronghold Crusader 2, that was originally the situation, and then they scaled it back. I don't know if there were just simply too many lights in the environment and that was causing the game to slow down. But I remember first playing Stronghold Crusader 2 as a beta, and there were a lot of little lights like these in the buildings. But then later, when the game got closer to the shipment date, that was no longer the case. I probably should stop messing around. That sounds like trouble. Need a barracks. Let's see here. I just put it there. Oh yeah, we got some enemies attacking. I think I'll just try rallying to the keep. The archers can be really deadly. They're not doing anything. Are these just peasants? Yeah, they're just peasants. Okay. That means I'm gonna have my lord go after the archers. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They're gonna get mown down. Oh my goodness. It's so terrible. It is. Oh my god, these guys are so bad. I mean, this is going to be pretty consistent throughout the entire game, I wager. Where it's just going to be me complaining about how awful the troops are in this game. Because they really are so bad. Are these guys are they standing ground or what? I don't know. I hate to complain about it. It's consistently bad. Yeah. Like, what am I going to do about it? It's one of those things. Like, I tried to get my troops out of the way, and I forgot that every time I'd click, they would stop moving to try to move again. What do I mean by that? I don't even know if I have any units left. I think they all got killed. by the overpowered archers. Now, I suppose the archers aren't overpowered. I just need to build some of my own. We got, we have wooden walls? Yeah, we got wooden walls here. Let's go ahead. Make that. And as soon as we get more wood, we can make a wooden tower. And we do have more men-at-arms, I think. But how come I can't select them? Let's see how many of them get stuck in the barracks. Yeah, but see, if you do this, that's what I was doing. I was spamming to get them out of range of the archers. They're not going to move. They don't move at all. They stand in place. So really, like, the greatest challenge of beating Stronghold 3 is just being able to overcome the inane obstacles that the bugs themselves in the game present you with. Which is really sad. Because as I've said before, I like the atmosphere of Stronghold 3. I think it's a real medieval feeling game. Let's get some of our men-at-arms into this tower. Once again, we'll probably bear witness to another wonderful bug. Okay, how is our granary doing? Need more cheese. Yeah, we got 2 dairy farms. I mean, 2 apple farms. So the next one will be a dairy farm. Oh, look at that. They actually climbed the tower the first time. That is a rare treat indeed. A lot of the times I would tell them to get inside a tower, and they would immediately walk up to the tower and then not do anything. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased that it has worked for once. It's a great change. I suppose my expectations have been set so low that it doesn't take a whole lot to please me in this game. The Lord doesn't heal, by the way, so you have to be careful with him. Fortunately, he isn't quite as weak as in Stronghold, the original Stronghold, like Stronghold HD and Stronghold Crusader. The Lords in those games are really weak. And then you have like the Lord in Stronghold Legends, where he was as powerful as a knight. I think he was also as powerful as a knight in Stronghold 2. But he couldn't heal. In Stronghold Legends, the Lord could heal automatically, like over time, if he wasn't involved in combat. But then in Stronghold 3, they made him a little bit weaker. I'm not sure, maybe he is as strong as a knight. Like, I'm not really sure how strong the knights are in Stronghold 3. So he might be as strong as a knight yet, but he can't heal anymore like he could in Stronghold Legends. Not that that's overly important. It's merely an observation, I guess. I probably need another wood camp at this point. Just, I'm not getting enough wood in at the moment. We'd made candles. But how did we get all this wood all of a sudden? It's like we went from 0 to 100. Okay, let's securely build on over here by these trees. It'll be a little bit further to walk. But at the same time, it's nice to not have all of our troops in one basket, all of our peasants in one basket. Let's get these men-at-arms in the towers. How are we looking for another attack? Pretty good. Nothing so far. You are attacked quite early on in this one. But if you can survive that, you're set up fairly well. I mean, I've done better and I've done worse. This is a rather mediocre performance on my part. Oh, look at that. Like I said, told these guys to get in the tower, and they didn't. So I think we actually have to climb the little ladder. Yeah. It's a little bit like Stronghold 2 in that regard. If you recall, in Stronghold 2, troops didn't automatically just pop out on top of towers. They actually had to climb the stairs inside it. Which was nice in some ways, and inconvenient and annoying in others. Because obviously, if you have troops in a tower, and the tower is under siege, it's a lot more difficult to get them out of there, isn't it? If you need to support a tower, you need to rush some more archers over there or something. And they actually have to climb the steps. It takes them a lot longer to get to the top. I was going to build a gatehouse. Not sure. Where can I put this? It doesn't snap like you'd think it would. It kind of just slides into place. So it's not exactly the most positive sort of feedback that you could get. Let's see if I can put a wall up here. Yeah, we might actually be able to wall this whole thing off. Can I do that?
Can't place that there, milord.
See, I'm not even sure. Can troops walk around that? There was no way for me to actually close that off. I tried extending the wall out as far as it'd go. And that is as far as it went. Oh, we have more enemies. So fortunately, those men-at-arms could throw spears, but that was short-lived. They probably hit one guy. That's what it seems like. At least when I'm not controlling them, they actually reasonably target enemies. But you'll notice that if you tell them to, attack a group of enemies, they'll all target one unit. They'll all throw their spears at one. Got a couple of guys over here. So let's get our men-at-arms.
Ready and waiting. Orders, sir.
And get ready to intercept them when they break through. I should have had some men-at-arms on top of that tower. But I lost more than I would have preferred at the start of this mission.
Spears forward.
One of the big concerns here is that those archers are going to
Men-at-arms on the
make
wall.
mincemeat my units here. These peasants don't seem to be doing a very effective job. They're very slow at taking that wall down.
Sir.
So I'll probably actually have time to get over here to the tower.
On the walls.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know, I'm clicking on the wall and it looks like it's healthy, but I doubt that it really is. It looks like there's some holes in it. I wonder how many of them will die to archers. Can the archers actually fire through walls? I have no idea in regards to this. Because in some games they could, and some games they couldn't. Oh, now they're all going to run away? That's nice.
Ready and waiting.
Get in the tower. Yeah, I have no idea what they're up to. Like, they ran all the way over here. Now they're leaving. Oh well. It doesn't really matter to me. I have
Too close to the enemy.
enemy at arms. I have men at arms in this tower anyway.
Recruits needed, sire.
So that's a bit curious. Can we repair this? I have no idea. Why doesn't that repair?
Attack.
Are we? Okay, that's inconvenient. Oh my god, those archers are going to be so annoying. Like, I'm not going to be able to do anything because the archers will kill all my units before I can kill them. So I have to actually take my lord out there. I don't want to lose a whole bunch of my men-at-arms. And apparently I can't repair this this wall. Look. You can see there's a hole in it. Like, they knocked some boards out of it, but I can't repair it. So, yay! Have to delete the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Why is this so bad? I mean, what the hell? I had to delete the entire wall. Where's my lord? He's way over here. Oh, of course they go running back over there. Oh. Here, get in the tower.
Waiting.
You just can't win sometimes. Oh, look. I guess we did win after all. Those dumb archers got mown down. Maybe we'll just leave this area open.
Reached the castle walls.
The enemy has breached the castle walls. Yes, 2 peasants. The mightiest of foes. So, where's my lord? There's a key for this, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, there he is. I'm just going... Well, maybe I should put a gatehouse in here again. Very picky about where you can actually put it, though. Oh, look at that. I can't build a wall, can I? Apparently they consider that a solid wall. Like, I can't put it any closer to the gatehouse. This is as close as I can get it.
About a forthcoming marriage, sire.
Okay, that one worked out. This side didn't. Well, I guess as long as they consider it solid. I mean, visually, it looks like anything could just walk right through there.
Recruits needed, sire.
But apparently not. It's a lot of wood. I've not been focusing enough on my economy building. So, I don't know if I really want to do pig farms. I guess we can. I mean, we have the wood for it, I think. Get like 3 of them going. And we probably also want another house. Are they houses or are they hovels? They're called hovels, but I think if I get closer... Yeah, so if you get close to the keep, they're called like a townhouse, a large house, a house, a hut. The very smallest is actually called a hovel in Stronghold 3. As you move closer to the keep, it's not called a hovel anymore. I don't know if anybody actually would use a single person hovel. It's pretty expensive. 20 wood they still want for that. It's a bit rich
Recruits needed, sire.
for my blood. What are these? Oh. Is that supposed to be... Okay, that's the wedding ceremony.
Sentiment is warm.
Right here we can see it. Plus 15%. Not 15%. Plus 15 popularity from it. I wonder if in, like, Stronghold 2, these guys are actually workers? No. In Stronghold 2, you'd have your actual citizens leave their industries to attend things like jousting tourneys and fairs, which of course was a nuisance because it reduced your productivity. As far as I could tell anyway, like, I wouldn't cite that as like being 100% true, but that's the way it looked. And appearances can be pretty important. So frequently what I would end up doing was I would end up putting walls around my jousting tourneys and around my fairs to make sure that the peasants couldn't access it during those events. I have no idea how effective it was, but I know that in Stronghold, well, the older games like Stronghold Crusader, if you went ahead and you put walls around your popular buildings, that would prevent your peasants from accessing them when it was time to take a break, you know, so they wouldn't walk all the way over to the building. They would just stand in place until their break was done, and then they would go back to work. I think, I mean, it's been a while since I actually did that, so I could be misremembering certain parts of it, but there was a tactic similar to that. Now it looks like we have another attack coming through here. Yeah. I think we're gonna get these men-at-arms outside the gate. Have we had any get stuck in the barracks? No. It's a miracle. Usually I'll have 1 or 2 men-at-arms actually get stuck in the barracks during this mission, so far we're doing pretty good in that sense. We're just waiting until we build up an army that's strong enough to take the keep. Shouldn't take too long now. Depends upon how this attack goes, of course, but still. Let's see if we can get those archers. Set these guys to aggressive. I mean, the archers have a ridiculously long range. Look at that. Oh, and these are men-at-arms as well. Yeah. Think my men-at-arms will throw any of their spears before they die? It'd be interesting. They haven't thrown a damn thing yet. Look at these losers. They're unbelievable. They really are. Useless. I set them to aggressive. You know, what more can I do? What more can you do? You would think that when the units are set to aggressive, that when they're within throwing range of enemy units, they would actually throw their freaking spears. I mean, what am I going to do with that? It's worthless. And it annoys me because that's not how it used to work. Well, at least they The guys in the towers, for once, killed the archers before the archers killed them.
Needed, sire?
But I lost a whole bunch of troops there. We could have built a church, but quarrying stone is annoying in this one, as you might imagine. Look, we have to quarry it from over there. Can we actually protect that area? I mean, this is part of my estate, isn't it? Can I turn that on? That's the briefing. I wanted to see who owns what land. Here we go. Toggle estates. Yeah, I could build walls out here. Would kind of defeat the point of having this little defense here, but I could do it. I think what we really need, though, are more pole turners. Usually 3 seem to be enough.
Sentiment is warm towards you, my liege.
How are we doing in terms of food production? Click on the report. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we are consuming 3 types. So I'm getting the extra popularity from that. I could increase rations. Or I could sell some. I think we can afford to increase rations a little bit. Just going to bump that up to ×2. We'll get peasants coming in a little bit quicker. A little bit more quickly. I guess I'm just going to have to build, because I want to get going here with this entire siege. Like, it's not that hard to take the thing over, and I've been dragging it on long enough. I should have just built more Fletchers to begin with. Not Fletchers, pole turners. Fletchers make bows. 3. It's a little bit more like it. So 13 men-at-arms there, 7 here. And what do we have over here? 8. 9. Not a whole lot. We can speed it up. Let's go to fast speed. I guess at least the game isn't tied to the frame rate anymore. I'm not even sure how many frames I'm getting, but it seems to be fine. I don't have a little counter for it. Usually because the counter ends up getting recorded. Like, I've tried enabling it before, but you have to enable it on a layer that wouldn't be picked up by your recording software. And I'm not sure if, what is that overclocking software by EVGA? I think, no, it's MSI Afterburner. I think they allow you to do that with Riva Tuner. Is it Riva? I think it's Riva Tuner. Where you can actually have an overlay on the game that isn't picked up by standard APIs that can record or intercept DirectX screens or OpenGL screens. I'm not sure if Stronghold 3 uses OpenGL or DirectX. I would assume it's DirectX because it's Microsoft or it's on Windows. But I know some games that are cross-platform seem to prefer OpenGL. Since, you know, technically Windows can support OpenGL, it's not really that much of a loss to not use it. I suppose that, you know, DirectX is more efficient. Let's see if we can get these guys out of the tower things. I mean, I don't have high hopes. They don't like to throw their spears. They're dumb.
Get close to those wooden walls. Order them to attack. We will soon get those walls down under the protection of a siege cover.
We'll get the walls down under the protection of a siege cover. Do I have siege camps available? I mean, what exactly is a siege cover? I have no idea.
Men at arms on the walls.
Get on them walls.
Yes,
and throw your spears. Oh, we have archers.
Keep together,
Okay.
men.
Recruits needed, sire.
Quite a few spears now.
Yes, sir.
Can we,
Ranks.
can we get these guys? That'd be nice.
Men at arms ready. Moving out.
More archers.
Protect us.
Get these archers.
Together, men.
Oh no, throw spears.
Sir.
Engage.
New orders. Lord,
Those
protect
archers
us.
are firing at double rate. Good grief, they just mow everything down. Archers are really annoying. I have to admit.
Men at arms ready.
I remember when this game first came out that people complained about the archers. They said they weren't worth anything.
Attention.
I would have to disagree.
Spears level, men. New
Archers are ridiculously overpowered.
Peasants needed, sire.
I mean, look at that. He killed my entire army. Like 2 archers killed the entire army. And now we have more joy.
Moving, sir.
Of course, they run. All of their troops always run. My troops always walk. That's how we do.
Needed, sire.
Sir.
Unbelievable.
Sir. Men at arms on the walls. Attention.
Get on those walls. So the siege failed. The siege failed. Didn't have enough troops to take down 1 archer.
Sir.
That's what happens when you don't have enough troops to take down 1 archer.
Ears forward.
These guys are just monkeying around over here now. It looks like a whole bunch of peasants this time. You think my troops would target 1 of them? No, they seem to target 2 of them this time. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They could run right through there. Isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful? I can't believe it.
We are under attack.
I was thinking it was just going to be a visual effect,
Recruits needed, sire.
you know, and it wasn't like legit there was a hole in it, but no, there's a hole there. There was certainly a hole there. So that sucks because they set me up for that one. It's not like I decided, oh, I'm going to build my wall 2 inches away from the actual gate. Or a meter away. Depends upon where you are. I'm inches. Look, I can't do anything with this. There's no way to build a wall there. Okay, maybe I can? I'll do it like this. Nope.
Can't place that there.
It's worthless. No. 4 of the archers died. I guess that's not so worthless. But walls are so bad in this game. And the worst part about it is, like, I'm not even looking to be negative about it. Like, I'm not somebody who decided to play this game just to crap all over how bad it was, you know, stuff like that. But it really is awful. The troops, the walls, the gatehouses, it's all bad. Worse than any other Stronghold game. And
Immediately, sir.
it might actually be a bit cathartic to hear somebody complain about it, because, like, let's admit it, the game is not popular. It still gets very negative reviews. If you look at Steam and you look at the reviews for this game, it's still very, very negative. Like, I think maybe 10-15% of the reviews are positive. So I guess I'll be the voice of the voiceless here. I'll actually be demonstrating and vocalizing the shortcomings of this game.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Let's see if all of these troops can take out 1 archer. I expect great things from you, little archer.
Enough their evil ways, my liege. I wish employment-
Can you mow down my entire army for me, please? Oh, look, my guys will never throw their spears. Jeez. You'd touch noses with the archer before they throw a spear at him.
Attack at will, sir.
It's just so arbitrary. It's a bit like dealing with YouTube.
New orders.
You just never know what exactly is going to trigger the actual attack. So what we're going to do here is we're going to split up. We're going to tell this group to target those archers and this group to target those archers.
Rebel men.
And we'll see if that can actually be achieved. Because as you can see right now, nobody's throwing their spears. Nope, nobody's bothering. What? Spears? Never heard of them. Yeah, some of them threw the spears after all. Are these guys that too aggressive? Yeah, they're aggressive. Okay, well, we should just be about done here.
At them.
Get rid of that swordsman. There was 1 swordsman there. But he is done. Finished. Kaput. And there goes my flag. It's a very jerky flag animation.
Victorious, sire.
Yay! Time allowed. I didn't know I was allowed a certain amount of time, but apparently I was, and I failed it. I took too long. I took 84,000. So it's like no score received because I took too much time. I guess that's a thing. I was never informed about that in the briefing. But at least I killed more troops than I lost. And I destroyed more buildings than I lost. So that's interesting. No score received if you take too much time. I wasn't aware of that, but That's something to keep in mind for the future. So I guess that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.